really a little bit time.
Okay.
Start stream now.
Okie dokie. You can play some sound effects.
Not too loud, Marvin.
Welcome everyone to the Pomelo Season 5 Rapid Fire Pitch Sessions number 1. Um, Welcome everybody on the Pomelo Facebook page, on the EOS blockchain and .gems Facebook page, and on the brand new Pomelo Grants YouTube channel. Whoever finds this first and posts an EOS account in the comments will get a personal thank you from me. I'm Martin Breuer of the Pomelo team, and I'm happy to be your host today. Thank you for joining us. This is the first one of season 5. There will be 3 more coming, and I will give to everybody that doesn't know what Pomelo is a short introduction, or maybe a little bit longer introduction while we're waiting till more people join us here on Twitter Spaces. Um, so Pomelo is nothing without our community of grant creators and donors. So we want to thank each and every one to you for supporting the Pomelo platform in your own way. Thank you for helping to make the EOS and Antelope ecosystem as strong as possible. We've got a great pitch session lineup for you. There are the 4 grants that are presenting today. They're all heavy hitters, in my opinion, and it's awesome to have such an all-star team here on the stage today for the first pitch session of this season. So we have EOS Support, the EOS Networks Concierge. We have EOS Audit, a newcomer for the first time, being in season 5. But they are also coming from a really good team, I would say. We have another newcomer, the NFT Content Index and Search. DJ Striker Nova, we'll pitch for them. And we have the EOS Bees, one of the, I think, since all the seasons been here already. Jesse Jeffy is hopefully joining us in a bit. So a little bit for the rules and how we're going to do it here today. It's I give each grant owner about 5 minutes to explain their grant to us. If there's some time left over after the pitch, I might ask some questions. The community can ask some questions once all the pitches are over and we have some time here, and we can have like a little bit of Q&A. Jana, thanks to you. All of this is being streamed to multiple video channels. She's helping us to produce a show, and we'll share some tweets of the grant creators above here, pinned on the Twitter Spaces wall, I would say, while they're speaking. So all the listeners in the crowd can easily find their grants on the Pomelo.io platform and make some donations while we speak. Donations have now opened since a good week, about 8 days, and they will run till March 23rd. We will actually have the last Twitter Spaces pitch sessions here, number 3, as a little countdown, the final countdown till donations close. We've already seen some impressive activity. Yesterday, we just reached 100 approved grants. Wait, where's my sound effect? Yeah. We raised, in 8 days, we raised a total of like $20,703 in EOS. We have a total of 169 unique contributors. And there's a little above 170,000 USD in the matching pool for the seasons. And all these 169 unique donors make a huge impact on how these funds are being distributed. So before we get into the pitches, cliffhanger, and while we wait for more people to join the event, let me share a bit about what Pomelo crowdfunding platform is all about. Pomelo is a crowdfunding platform where we can post our Web3 public goods projects and bring our community along to support them. Projects also have their donations matched based on the number of unique donors from a pool of funds. So the funding comes from two places: donations. Communities support the grants that they care about by donating to them, smaller donations, unique donations. And there's the matching pool, which I just mentioned, like 170,000 US dollars currently available. The partners provide these funds, larger partners, we call them the matching partners. Um, they put us in a big pot, and this is distributed based on the quadratic funding formula. Now, who are the matching partners? We have the big matching partner, the EOS Network Foundation, short ENF, has donated matching funds to support public goods on EOS since season one. And we have the Gems studio that promotes each Pomelo season with a creative and thrilling NFT adventure. All the sales from these NFTs are also donated into all the profits from the sales are also donated to that season's matching pool. And yeah, who donates? Anyone. It's really easy browsing the grants and donating to the ones that you see value in. There are other ways to contribute. For example, collections. You can become a creator, curator for public goods projects on EOS and the Antelope ecosystem. A collection, a Pomelo collection, is a group of grants put together by a Pomelo community member. The criteria that the collector applies when adding grants to the collection is up to them, including if they use a specific theme or category. For example, great tech tooling or cool DeFi projects. You can create up to 3 collections to support and promote the grants that you care about. Anyone can create collections, but as a donor, you can pay attention only to the collections created by the community members you trust. One example for a collection that I made is the Pomelo Pitch Sessions collections. So everybody that attends these collections here, these pitch sessions here, gets put into this collection. And yeah, we'll start to promote this collection soon. And if you want to be added to this collection, sign up. It's right at the top of the bio and of the Pomelo Twitter at Pomelo Grants, the one that I'm speaking from right now. Another feature that I want to highlight here is the Pomelo Trust Bonus. So everybody that is a donor can boost their trust bonus by up to 60%. How? Complete as many trust bonus items as you can. By boosting your trust bonus, you provide extra support to the projects you love and help protect Pomelo against bad actors. You can do that in the Trust Bonus tab in your Pomelo.io profile. It's pretty easy. And now, if there are no big questions, I think we can start with the pitch sessions and invite the first guest here. Any questions so far? Anybody there? Hey, Shramana, just you joined. Danish Crypto joined. Are we good there, out there? Anything good? Then if that's the case, then I would like to invite our first pitcher of today, and that would be, let me check in my list, Charles Bishop, Head of Communications of EOS Support, and his great grand reoccurring EOS Support, the EOS Network's concierge.
Hi, Martin. Welcome. Thanks for having me. And hello, everyone. Yes, so my name is Charles Bishop. I'm the head of communications over at EOS Support. And it's my pleasure to be able to present our Pomelo pitch for our most recent work for a non-profit organization. So all of you know EOS Support for a long time, and I'm here to give the latest update on how our project has been going. So we have been working hard to provide quality content, as always, to help the EOS network and its users. As the EOS Network's concierge, chosen by the community, we produce guides, giveaway shows, news, surveys, all of that with a multilingual 24/7 human support, available for all for free. It's a support that teaches users account security, scam prevention, and everything they need to safely onboard the EOS network. And we are determined to offer many services that will also provide value for the EOS ecosystem and its businesses as well. Many of our affiliated projects, EOS Synergy, EOS Learn and Earn, EOS Audit, are also on Pomelo as well this season, so we cannot continue this journey without the community's support, and we are thankful for your trust so far. Over the last 3 months for your support on our website, we have responded to 250 tickets online and with close to 90% customer satisfaction. Really proud of that. And we continue with the EOS Support Squad ambassadorship program as well. So all of you, anyone in the community is welcome to join your support as well as an ambassador first, start to contribute as they want to promoting EOS through social media, doing translations or being live entered on our website. Everyone has access to your support through our ambassadorship program. And all technical, non-technical members, if they are not a developer, can contribute their talents to benefit the EOS network. Some of our ambassadors help direct, for example, people to your support on socials. They write news articles, they serve as project managers, that the founders, owners maybe of projects on EOS that are affiliated with us now, and serve maybe as influencers as well. And all of them have access to the EOS Respect DAO if they want to bring funding and accountability as well to our public goods. So slowly we've been growing EOS support, developing many projects that we hope will benefit greatly the EOS network. And all of that has been made possible by the donations on Pomelo and our first donations we received 2 years ago in Eden that made it all possible. And still, we require the community's funding and help to do even more, and we know we can. Our team continues to write EOS support articles in 9 different languages. We have the EOS News Center, which is new. It has been producing detailed articles as well on some of the updates happening in the EOS ecosystem. Again, all translated into 9 languages in Korean, Chinese, for everyone in the EOS community to enjoy. It serves as yet another place for users where they can catch the most recent EOS news from the EOS Network Foundation, EOS Support, Pomelo, etc. So since October of 2021, people have viewed, and we checked, more than 200,000 times our articles on our website. And over the last 3 months, we've had 12 giveaway shows on YouTube, which I'm going to go right after this Pomelo pitch session at 5 p.m. UTC. So we have much more to do. We have distributed over 517 years during the events, 170 pop tokens through fan NFTs as well, given to us by the community to distribute to our participants. And all of that has made an amazing opportunity for us for bringing more joy and skyrocket EOS beyond our dreams. So your support, we have now over 30 live agents working for us, and we are still working hard as ever to empower the EOS community, with the goal, as always, to make EOS the #1 blockchain in the Web3 space. And that's the goal, right? Help onboard other people from all over the world into the Web3 of tomorrow. And easy onboarding is what is needed for EOS, we believe, and we are still working hard to that endeavor. As for the closing words, be sure that every last EOS donated to our grant will go to the funding work I mentioned as part of the EOS support live services. So the free live services on our website, the tickets, the guides, all of that for free for the community. But as always, we also support the businesses on EOS. So through EOS Support Plus services, which include auditing work for projects and helping them set up their own DAO, for example, with the EdenOS on-chain process we use for EOS Respect. If anyone has any questions, I'm very happy to answer them and let you know everything about our project, how it's going. We have a new website on the way with many new improvements for the community. We're happy to enjoy very soon and happy to answer any and all questions if there are any.
Great pitch. Great pitch. I'm not sure if you heard me before, but I was applauding you.
I heard, definitely. Thank you.
Awesome stuff. You were just under 5 minutes, so that's pretty good. I have one short question though. So you mentioned EOS Respect. Is any of the funding that's going currently to EOS support also going to the pot that's being distributed on EOS Respect, or how is EOS Respect and EOS support connected?
Well, we decided to make EOS Respect a truly decentralized community. So all the people in EOS Respect manage the community, they vote how to distribute the funding, and all the funding that goes to EOS Respect comes from the community. Anyone is welcome to donate to them. EOS Support, we launched EOS Respect, we donated to the project, but since then, it's fully decentralized. Anyone is happy to give funding to EOS Respect if they believe in it, And there, all the participants, well, will allocate the funding to the best deserving project on EOS, and also at the same time report on them. That's the most important part. Bringing transparency and accountability to all the public goods on EOS through a decentralized community of people, of auditors that report on the work of the projects and distribute the funding for them based on the political playoff system that we introduced for your suspect. But yeah, it's a completely centralized community, and anyone is happy to donate to them as a separate entity.
Great. And I was happy to attend the last EOS Respect election. It was a lot of fun getting to know all the workers there and how you organize this. It's pretty exciting. Are there any questions right now for Charles? I know you need to leave early to the giveaway show. So since we do the Q&A later, I wanted to give you or the audience some opportunity to raise their hand right now and maybe join quickly. And I have one question. But I don't see any hands raised for now. One little question. So it seems most of the stuff, you have a lot of operations going. It's really impressive numbers, like 200,000 views on articles, 9 languages, 30 live agents. I know we used, we reached out to you a couple of times for helping doing customer onboarding for some of our projects. If you get a lot of funding in this season, what are some new projects or new initiatives that you're currently thinking about? Is there anything already in the pipeline that's just like a matter of funding?
Well, first and foremost, our website. The V2 version is going to implement a lot of changes. Everyone is going to have their own dashboard on our website. We are going to have community hubs. So these are a new place on our website. Everyone will be able to access with their accounts. And there they'll be able to access community hubs for all the 9 different languages. A new place there will be to distribute content, share content, information between them. All of that to do so that everyone in the EOS community, no matter the language, in those 9 languages, have a place they can share information and gather around EOS. All that without having to spend funds by themselves building their own website and community. So we are going to offer that as well on our website, on top of an EOS roadmap, a DApp collection, and much more. So we're working first and foremost on that. And as always, we always find new ways to benefit the EOS community. So we launched EOS Audit as yet another decentralized community affiliated with the EOS support to gather all the auditors that will be necessary to provide the available information that the EOS Respect community members need to make the decisions during the elections on who and what project deserve funding. That and so much more. We have been doing also EOS Synergy. So our goal with that is to have as many shows as possible. The giveaway show has been an amazing event so far to gather people around the EOS community, have a safe place for them where they can ask questions and discover everything about EOS. The goal with EOS Synergy is to have many shows like this one, but for many different communities and languages around the world. That's the goal always. We need to onboard everyone into the Web3, not just a particular country or a community. Everyone needs to be able to access simple and available information about EOS, no matter the language or where they are. Thank you. So these are all our goals, and we are so much planned for the future of your support.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And thanks for giving me the perfect segue to EOS Audit, who will also pitch today, probably right after you. Dario, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, so introducing Dario, core member of EOS Audit. Are you ready to go? I give you 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go.
Good day, everyone. My name is Dario. I'm one of the core team members of EOS Audit, and today I'm here to talk about the newly created EOS Audit grant. The EOS Respect members coordinate to identify the respected members, building consensus and reward project with pooled funds from elected delegates in an accountable manner. To assist the EOS Respect community in making informed decisions, EOS Support has introduced EOS Audit. EOS Audit provides a comprehensive review and analysis of Pomelo and affiliated EOS Support projects. The goal is to provide project updates and progress and assist donors in their decision making during Pomelo seasons and EOS Respect elections. The first EOS Support Auditor Report coincidence with Pomelo Season 4. It was published in January 2023. The goal of EOS Audit is to provide the community with decisive project information to assist in decision making as well as provide assurance and transparency. Additionally, the research provided may be used to advance the network's knowledge base in new ways, bringing forth deeper understanding. The EOS Audit assists the EOS Respect community in its efforts. It's a way to help identify the reward creators. The first audit was broken down into 6 primary categories: key points, EOS support affiliation status, contact point and project links, current status, grant patterns, and grant issues. The category entitled Statement about the issues from the grant owner is dependent upon finding an existing grant issue. We plan to adjust the report depending on the feedback we receive. Since we received feedback that we could leave the on-chain analysis to the Pomelo team, we focused on the other topics for the second audit report, which analyzes the EOS support affiliated projects. This second EOS audit report will be published soon. You will find it as well in the EOS support report collection under the EOS audit reports. The link you can find as well in the EOS support tweet, which Pomelo retweeted. The first and second EOS audit reports provided by EOS support employed independent techniques to comprehensively audit the projects. Broadly, those techniques consist of collecting unique data, insightfully investigation of existing data, interviewing grant owners, and transaction monitoring. Note that the primary means for tracking progress is through direct project links and publicly available information. Ultimately, an unresponsive project is both uncharacteristic of those supplying public goods and lends towards suspicion of misuse and or unfulfilled promises or deliverables. The new EOS provides unparalleled opportunities. Guided by the EOS Network Foundation and community leaders like EOS Support and Pomelo, network attacks and bad actors can continue to fall in number and impact. Transformative technology like blockchain comes at a price. EOS community members are increasingly willing to do what it takes to take the P2P Web3 economy to the next level. We now also have a new form set up where the EOS community can recommend grants to be analyzed, either to shine a positive light on them or to do some research to see if the team behind the grant is really delivering what they promised. The form can be found in our Learning Center under the collection EOS Support Surveys in the Project Audit Request article, or you can find it as well in the link from the EOS Support tweet, which Pomelo retweeted. Your donation makes a huge difference in bringing accountability to the EOS community. We really, really, really appreciate your support. Kindly continue to support us by donating to Pomelo via pomelo.io/grants/audit. Thank you very much.
Great pitch. Thank you, Dario. And again, like being under 5 minutes, so I can ask some questions and really express my excitement for EOS audit, because working for Pomelo, we like it's so important that the whole community takes over different roles in all the processes of Pomelo, and I think project like EOS audit helping us to keep grant owners and keep them accountable for what they promised, and doing the review is something that we could potentially do, but that would just further be all in our hands, all the power in the hands of the Pomelo team. So you effectively help us to decentralize the Pomelo platform and therefore bring more trust in the whole ecosystem. So that's something I would like in the name of the whole Pomelo team, thank you for coming up with this initiative. Because I know that it's a much requested feature by the community, that there are ways to either ask for a grant or ask for an audit or get some accountability, get some insights, have somebody researching of what really happened. So that's really great. I'm happy that you got this on the road, and I'm excited for your audits coming out. One question, if there's nobody else in the community wants to ask a question, I know you need to leave also a little bit earlier, so I give the opportunity for questions now shortly. But if there's no raising hands, then I just want to have a quick one. So you mentioned the form. Is this the only, like, how are grants that you audit chosen? You have the form, and but if if there's more capacity on your team, how are the grants that you're deciding to audit? How are they chosen, by what metrics?
For now, we just had a top-down approach the last time, and our affiliated EOS support projects. For the next audit report, I'm not quite sure. I think we will discuss this, how we will prioritize it, and it's also depending what requests we get and from who we get the requests, and also the reason I think is important why a grant should be analyzed, and then we gather all the information, and I guess then we will make a priority list, and then we work from top priority down until the money goes out, which will be done from the money which will be donated. Yeah.
Sounds great. Thanks for the answer. And last one, could I potentially also ask for an audit of a grant that ran in season 3? Or are you more or less focused on the last season?
For the request, you can request anything, and we will discuss it, and then prioritize it. Sure, no problem.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And I see that the EOS bees have joined us. That's great to hear. But before we get to the grant of the bees, I would like to introduce DJ Strikenova from the Effect DAO, EFX, the Effect Network, bringing us a grant that has to do something with NFTs. It's an NFT indexer. I'm excited for that one. DJ Strikenova, the stage is yours. You got 5 minutes to pitch your grant.
Hello, everyone. So I'm DJ Strikenova, and as Martin mentioned, an active member of the Effect Network DAO, and I'm the author of the NFT Content Index and Search Grant. So have you ever tried to search for cool NFTs but found the functionality lacking? Have you ever tried to search for some sort of theme or content but could only find results where what you want was just in the title of the NFT? For example, you could search for dog, but the only NFTs that appeared in your results had dog in the name. It could be like some dog collection or dog something, but we know when you have millions of NFTs, surely there are more pictures of dogs, right? So this is because most NFT searches only search the metadata of an NFT. They don't actually have any awareness of the content. A content index then can help make it easy to find what you want, to find art specific to your tastes. And furthermore, there are lots of AI resources and tools available right now that can be used to create this type of index. Hugging Face is a company that hosts many open source models and datasets. Along with that, they have lots of documentation on how to use these models to compute things, such as processing an image and creating text describing its content. So the goal of my project is to create GitHub repositories that make it easy to build this type of index and then search it. The first repository will be a set of scripts that can build a searchable index by taking advantage of Hugging Face's documentation. So in practice, it will be able to scan the right data source to get a list of all the NFTs. Then it will use an AI model to process the pictures associated with those NFTs. All NFTs usually have, content that they're pointing to. And generally, like on a topic hub, that will be images. And so all that can be stored into a database and then synced with Elasticsearch. The second repository then would be a plugin for the collection manager tool created by the Facings team. It will be able to search NFTs on any hosted Elasticsearch instance. These two repos then could be forked and adapted to work on any Antelope IO chain, such as Wax, so other people who want to build their own content indexes can do so. Furthermore, the AI models themselves can be switched around. Audio models can help generate text for audio content. AI can be essentially used to index any type of content into something searchable. And so, because NFTs tend to point to some sort of content, all NFTs can eventually be indexed. So the goal is creating something very extensible that can leverage AI models to process NFT content. So I'm seeking around 5,000 funds in total, 2,500 for the first repository and 25 for the second. And my team member Spottingham is a programmer that I'm personally friends with and worked with in the past, and can count on to help me build this all out. So I thank everyone for their time, and I hope you all consider donating to my NFT content index and search grant.
Great stuff. I love it. I want to see more NFT tools on Pomelo. That's awesome. Anybody in the community has some questions? I would like to know if this indexer is like, which protocol? Is it all Atomic Hub? Is it cross-chain? Will it be mainly on EOS? Which chains are you doing this first repository for? Would be my first question.
So the first is going to be EOS. So yeah, Atomic Hub, they have about 2 million NFTs, but of those, it's really just a subset because there's templates which are the unique images. So it's going to be even smaller. And yeah, what I'm building out will be essentially blockchain agnostic, because you can write a script that can process a blockchain and find all the NFTs, and all the NFTs have a link to like the image, right? So each blockchain will probably need to have its own like unique script that collects this list of NFTs. So, but that's the only thing you'll need to change if you want to do a new blockchain. The AI processing part can remain the same. So that way, if you want to like update this from EOS to Wax, all you need to do is just upgrade the scan so it collects the list of NFTs from Wax instead of EOS.
That's pretty cool. So I know Effect.ai is working a lot with also human workers. Like, how much in the process are human workers involved? This is a complete AI tool that you're planning here, or are there also some mechanics that we know from Effect Network involved?
So in this grant, it's going to be pure AI. I actually have been sitting on this idea for like over half a year, but actually I was too afraid of getting into AI. But then Hugging Face came along, and they're amazing. They have so many open source models and data sets and amazing documentation. All you need is like just a little Python script and an NVIDIA card, and you can be running AI models on your own machine. So in this regards, all the processing is done by your GPU. That's how I'm going to build out the first time around. You could also, to scale it, you can use paid GPU instances, but that costs money. So I want to keep it cheap for anyone who builds index first. So in regards to workers, with my grant, right now the scope is to create a good index for all these images for NFTs, well, NFT content in general. And in the future, potentially, this is out of scope of my grant, okay? But this is like ideas I could have to build upon this grant, and that would be, if we want to improve AI, we could have workers say evaluate and rate the images, and that way, people who produce these models can figure out, are they actually good? Do they create a good text describing the content of an NFT accurately? Things like that. I think the data sets created from index not only can be used for search, but like training and evaluating AI models. But then again, I want to repeat, that's kind of out of scope of what I'm building here right now, because it's like this really strong base that can help with people finding NFTs, and it creates a great data set that can just be even used for other AI things. But for now, this grant, the scope is using only AI models, no human workforce.
Great. Thanks for this answer, and excuse me for asking. I was just so excited about like the connection between like what Effect DAO and Effect Network does, and how art is curated, or like NFTs are curated. Like right now, I think it makes sense to use like for the rough selection, for the rough indexing, we use AI, which makes sense. But when it really comes to like thinking about is it appropriate? Is it maybe intellectual theft? Like there, we need to have really some input from humans, I think, to really start curating things on an artistic level. I think I don't think AI is there yet. There might be, but I'm excited for the composability of this grant. So kudos for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I don't want to make the scope of my grant too big and ambitious, but yeah, like just what you said, humans could always improve AI. Like I think the future of work is going to be like AI does something and then humans review it. Is it good or is it bad or can it be better, right? And it's just going to be the circular process where humans are helping improve AI and AI generates results and then humans rate that result and improve it more. And so that's definitely something that I can see in the future improving this index. And so this grant is kind of just the start of getting something out there that anyone can build out, because on top of that, human labor still costs money, right? So I want to keep it cheap for people to make an index using like their own machine, basically. But building out, if we want to make the best index ever, we will definitely need a human element.
Awesome. So welcome as a first grant applicant to Pomelo. I hope you come for future seasons as well, so you can build out more and more of your visions with the support of the Pomelo community in future seasons. So kudos to you, sir. Any questions from the audience quickly? Other than that, we have our next grant here, the all-star of the EOS Bees, the Bees, Jeffy. Are you ready to go and pitch us the next pitch for today?
Hey everyone, yes, I am ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, hello Pomelo community. I'm so glad to be here for another season. Our grant is similar to the previous season's grants, where every donation that you make will fund swarms that we do for the EOS community. What's a little bit different about this grant is that it's more based on data. And so I'd like to go through, there are 3 charts that we have, and I'd like to go through them and just explain them from a verbal perspective. So we got inspired by the Yield Plus Blue paper. If you read that blue paper, there's a section that looked at other cryptocurrency communities that launched a Yield Plus like program and how there was some correlation to price. And now, totally, like, I need all the disclaimers here that it's the factors that contribute to price are infinite, and it's always a correlation. That we're not talking about causation here. But what I'm really excited about is the great work that Nicholas has done on our team, who does data analytics, and we are seeing signs of a correlation, not between a Yield Plus program and price, but between call it sentiment and price. And so it starts off. Okay, so yeah, there are 3 charts. What you see is the last one, but I guess it's not totally necessary to look at the charts. I could just explain them. So the first chart that we show is, so by the way, all of the charts here are daily measurements over 400 days. And what are we measuring? We're measuring a social sentiment score by Lunar Crush and market cap. So first, what we're showing is that swarms do positively influence this social sentiment score. And so, yeah, if you just look at the thread, you can follow along. The first chart shows days that we have swarmed over the last 400 days and days that we have not swarmed. And days when we have swarmed is 2.9x rating, like a 2.9x increase in the level of social sentiment daily score. And so that's the first chart. And then what we did.
quick one for people that don't know Twitter Spaces yet so much. All the tweets that are shared on the top, we can swap them, switch from left to right to follow the thread that Jesse is talking about.
Great. Yes, thank you. So then, so first we show that swarms do positively impact and increase the level of social sentiment score. Then what we did is we looked at other cryptocurrency communities like the Yield Plus Blue Paper did. And we have 7 crypto communities: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Cosmos, Polygon, and Avalanche, and EOS. And so the next chart is showing, since we started swarming, how does the social sentiment score, call it the percent gain of that score, compared to how the other 6 cryptocurrency communities are doing. And our first swarm was mid-July of 2022. The moment since we started swarming, we reached up to a 500% increase compared to the average of what these other 6 were doing. So we were 500% better. It's normalized to around 300%, but we just had another huge increase that's not part of this data. So next season, I think we got close to reaching our all-time high in terms of this narrow analysis here against these 6 different cryptocurrencies. So when this basically shows that when we do swarms, that it increases EOS social sentiment score at a faster rate than what the other 6 crypto communities scores are doing. And so that's just another proof that shows that our swarms are very effective in this score. And okay, now it comes to this last chart. Like, what type of economic value? Why do we care about this social sentiment score? And so that's where this last chart comes in. So we've taken the same 7 cryptocurrency communities, and what we've done, again, this is over 400 days, daily readings, is we've taken a ratio between the social sentiment score and the market cap. So it's divided. Social sentiment score divided by market cap. And the really exciting trend that we're seeing here is that there is a consolidation. And so these 7 major cryptocurrency communities have a similar ratio. And we believe this consolidation trend will continue. There's different kind of reasons you can speculate. We're going to be obviously tracking this very closely, but as long as the chart is consolidating on a similar ratio, that means that increasing one would increase the other. That is a sign of a positive correlation. That if cryptocurrencies at different market caps have a similar ratio of social sentiment score and market cap, then it suggests that if a cryptocurrency increases their sentiment score, the market cap could increase as well, according to this analysis. And so obviously it's still a relatively small sample size. It's getting larger. We track this every single day, and this is the most impactful piece of evidence that we have so far, that what we're doing does have economic value. Increasing the sentiment of a brand is worth investing in. And so that's basically what we're asking. Please donate to our grant. We're investing in sentiment. We're selling sentiment, and that could correlate to a rise in price or a decline in price if there's no donations. And I just want to highlight one last thing. On March 1st, we did 4 swarms in one day, and it was a great announcement with the EVM. We are in a hype cycle right now. The EVM's coming out on April 14th, and we've saved our season 4 swarms for this moment. And I'm sure you guys saw the impact that 4 swarms in one day did. And as the date leading up, this is a great kind of like hype event, and so you'll be seeing a lot of us, and hopefully we can really make an impact out there. So thank you guys so much. Every season in Pomelo has been such a great experience, and hopefully the data makes sense and it can continue to over time um, be in our favor here. So thanks everyone.
Thanks to the bees. That's awesome. Love that you're spending as much time on the analysis and continue to tweak your project with every season. Like there's minor improvements, major improvements. This project is really like growing over time, and yeah, the data speaks for itself. That's great that you like really have a case and showing that here in some great stats. And for Pomelo, it was also great. I reached out to you, like swarming our opening of the applications and the opening of the donations, and both tweets went really to the moon. So that was great, and a personal thank you to you and all the bees that are in your swarm.
Yeah, thank you for the kind words. We've got other stuff that we're working on, and excited to share that soon.
Ooh, little alpha for the pitch session community, maybe.
All right, so we are working. I'm gonna just say the name of it, and I'm not gonna because the name kind of gives a good amount away. And then when we come out with it on the fireside chat, I'll give all the details. So we're coming out with something called a mini swarm.
Okay, that's a teaser. So that sounds great. Mini swarms. I'm excited for this one. So maybe me as a private person can afford a mini swarm at some point. That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
exactly, exactly.
Cool. So I'm happy to have you all here on stage right now. I want to open the stage though for some people from the crowd. We can do a short Q&A session if you guys feel like having any questions. We still have DJ Strikenova and EOS Audit and the bees on the stage right here. I'm happy and thankful for everybody that joined this pitch session. And I give you all guys the opportunity to raise your hand right now, get on stage and ask some questions. Um, if not, then I can continue to talk a little bit. There's a reminder, for example, that we have a special edition speed dating style pitch session next Wednesday on March 15th at the EOS Community Fireside Chat. Mark your calendars for that one. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's 30 seconds per grant. There's no sign up required. Yeah, so that gives me the opportunity to keep it a little bit longer here and be not so strict with the time measurement and have a little bit of more Q&A here and ask some questions. So that's happening on March 15th. Next week and at 16 UTC, we will have more grants pitching here. The sign up form has been like really filling up quickly in the last 2 days since we started tweeting about this event here. So next Thursday there will be even, I think we double our number for our next Thursday. So stay tuned for that one. Yeah, and thanks to all the donors and all the grant owners for making season 5 super awesome so far. We just halftime, and I think the stats speak for themselves that this is a great season. And yeah, so far that's it for me with the announcement. If you want to sign up and participate here, you will find the sign up form at the top of our Twitter, at Pomelo Grants Twitter. If you're watching, if you're not here on Twitter or on YouTube or on Facebook, check out at Pomelo Grants on Twitter and find the sign up form for these events here at the top of our profile in the bio. Yeah, and continue to make donations and make Pomelo and public goods on EOS great. And one last announcement. I see nobody's raising their hands, so I will just make the last announcement. Or I did this at the beginning, but we were not so crowded here. We have a brand new Pomelo Grants YouTube channel. that we streamed this show to. Before it was streamed to the EOS Nation YouTube channel. So everybody that here in the crowd, make sure to find this on YouTube, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Let's kick the algorithm and make more Pomelo content to spread the news about the magic of quadratic funding and the beauty of public goods for everyone in Web3 and beyond. So that's it from me so far. We went under an hour. I guess that's a good time for everybody. I give it another 1, 2, 3 minutes. I see a thumbs up from the bees. Anybody wants to have some closing words? That's fine.
Sure, I'll have some. I just want to I just want to thank the Pomelo team and the ENF for being really consistent, offering an opportunity for us grant owners to build what we want to build on EOS. And so, yeah, just really thankful for you guys, and thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. Thank you for these kind words. And I guess that's it for today. See you on the socials. See you next week in the Twitter Spaces here again. And yeah, see you around on pomelo.io. Bye bye.
Martin.
Oh,
So,
what's up? Hey Anna. Hey Dot
hey,
Jebs.
just wanted to have some